Hello everyone. In this video, which is part 2 of a series here, we're now actually going to take a look at the article itself from CNN Tech here, titled Exclusive, YouTube ran ads from hundreds of brands on extremist channels. It's written by Paul P. Murphy, Kaya Urif, and Gianluca Mezzafori. Now, in part 1, we looked at the video, and in the video, okay, they're pushing this got a censor because of alt-right and white supremacists, and I mean it's ridiculous what they're trying to push. I mean it's disgusting. So I'm gonna have a link to part 1 in the description, and you can go take a look at the video itself if you've ended up here first. But let's get into the article itself. Now, this article was published on April 20th, and yeah, basically you've got CNN here calling for another ad apocalypse on YouTube. And I think the reason why they're doing it is because they've lost the narrative with the gun control debate. They've lost the Russia narrative, and now they've got the lawsuit coming up, and they don't want people speaking out about the DNC lawsuit against the Trump campaign, Russia, and all this other shit. They've got other things in the works, and they're basically trying to go after the people that are going to call them out on their propaganda and their lies. Well, propaganda is lies, but, well, it can be factual, positive, but in most interpretations of propaganda, it's negative. But obviously in this case it is. But yeah, basically what we have here is them, like I said, pushing for another ad apocalypse. Ads from over 300 companies and organizations, including tech giants, major retailers, newspapers, and government agencies, ran on YouTube channels promoting white nationalists, Nazis, pedophilia, conspiracy theories, and North Korean propaganda, a CNN investigation found. Now, what's funny is they make all these claims, but they actually don't back any of it up. And the funny thing is like they don't give you examples. And what gets me is, instead of going after, I don't know, YouTube for having pedophilia shit on their channel, no, you're basically, yeah, this is ridiculous. I mean, you could do an article on their pedophilia crap, but you're not. You're just going to do an article on the fact of these companies advertised on conservative outlets, and we're going to group them in with pedophilia, Nazi conspiracy theories. And what's funny is what do you consider a conspiracy theory? What? Something that doesn't fall within your narrative, maybe? Because, that kind of has been the situation with Democrats, the left, the legacy media that pushes their shit. Yeah, so, okay. Now, let's get further in here. Companies such as Adidas, Amazon, Cisco, Facebook, Hershey, Hilton, LinkedIn, Mozilla, Netflix, Nordstrom, and Under Armour may have unknowingly helped finance some of these channels via the advertisements they paid on Google-owned YouTube. Actually, YouTube is owned by Alphabet, and I don't know if you're just poor research skills are being shown here, or if you're basically trying to hide the fact that Alphabet owns both of them. I don't know. And the funny thing is you start out with that lead-in, but you don't talk about any of these supposed content creators. It's propaganda, because when you bring up those things, you give examples, okay? You don't just bring that up and then go on into the shit you've gone into here, okay? Unless you don't have any actual freaking proof. U.S. tax dollars may have gone to the channels too. Ads from 5 U.S. government agencies such as the Department of Transportation and Centers for Disease Control appeared on the channels. Many of the companies that responded to CNN said they were unaware of their ads had been placed on these channels and were investigating how they ended up there. Fuller responses from these companies are collected at the bottom of this article. Now, what's funny is this is the same exact stuff that caused the initial ad apocalypse with PewDiePie. And CNN can't even do anything original. They have to literally steal from the, what was it, the Wall Street, was it the Wall Street Journal? I believe it was. But yeah, anyway, you got to steal from them because you can't come up with any creative new way to go after people who are contradicting your narrative. Now, can you? One of the companies, Under Armour, is pausing its advertising buy on the platform after CNN notified the company its ads appeared on a white nationalist YouTube channel called Wife with a Purpose. Oh my God, Wife with a Purpose, you stupid... Oh my God. All right, what are your names again, you disingenuous fucks? Paul, Kaya, and Gianluca, okay? I hate to break it to you, but Wife with a Purpose is not... Oh my God. Is not white nationalist. Wife with a Purpose talks about traditional values, okay, of women, okay, like the fact of staying home, raising the children, okay, providing a good home. All right, because she's a housewife, I just want to start going off like I have Tourette's right now. Because this is complete, disingenuous, sleazy, lying activism. Because it's not reporting. Because you contacted all of these advertisers and then said, oh, well, did you know you're on a white supremacist channel? And then tried to portray Wife with a Purpose as a white nationalist. I mean, that's disgusting. You are sleazy people. We have strong value-led guidelines in place and are working with YouTube to understand how this could have slipped through the guardrails. We take these matters very seriously and are working to rectify this immediately, a spokesperson for Under Armour said. So Under Armour had ads on Wife with a Purpose, okay, who is a conservative woman who believes in traditional values, and you're going to try to say, oh, well, she's a white nationalist. No, she's not. And then you're going to go and get Under Armour to do this? You are disgusting. This is the same depravity, like, sleazy, low-level shit that you did with Hans Asshole Solo. It really is. I mean, this is that same exact stuff. This is not the first time YouTube has put major companies' ads up against controversial or extremist content, despite settings meant to protect advertisers. Oh, you mean like the last ad apocalypse that was created by someone else in the legacy media that was butthurt and didn't like the fact that they were being called fake news by independent sources? Okay? And they went after PewDiePie because they're like, well, these fucks are making more money than us, especially in the note of PewDiePie. And he literally did a joke that was anti-Nazi and it got labeled as Nazi because of sleazy scumbags like yourselves? I mean, this is ridiculous. The incidents have raised questions about whether YouTube can adequately safeguard ads and brands' integrity, or whether its automated systems mean that advertisers will always be at risk for such ad placements. You know, until this cultural Marxist crap got put into overdrive, this was not an issue. Because people weren't as stupid as you think they are, and as dumbed down as you've made them, that they would not go, hey, wait a minute, an advertisement isn't necessarily associated with the content it's on. People used to understand that. As past incidents, some companies temporarily paused ads on YouTube, but then resumed advertising later on. Yeah, and they did this because of sleazy fucks like yourselves. Because you people don't like the fact that people are actually going out there creating content and they're not in the bloated legacy media system that all of you wastes of space are in. Okay? And that they can go, like myself, okay, with an older laptop, sit here and actually create content and counter your narrative. I mean, I'm running an older laptop and I'm doing it, okay? I'm not even making money at this, so you're not even affecting me. But you know what? If I was, oh God, I would be latching on to you like a pit bull, okay? And I would obsess, and I would call out all your crap. I would have like a CNN fixation. I mean, this is ridiculous. YouTube's bottom line hasn't been hit, said Nicole Parent, a senior analyst at eMarketer, who covers advertising and marketing technology. If brands want to make sure this stops, the only way for that to happen is for them to stop spending on YouTube until it's fixed. So here we are. We've got some clearly SJW feminazi bitch, Nicole here, okay, who's a senior analyst at eMarketer, who probably shouldn't be in that position because she's putting her feels over the reels here, okay, and the fact of, you know, making money, all right, and she's putting her ideology to where, oh, well, these people can't have advertising on their content because it goes against my beliefs, because you can tell by her tonality. That's exactly what's going on there, okay? I mean, it's ridiculous. So let's really hurt them hard so that they stop giving, you know, allowing people to have advertising that have beliefs that I don't like. Nicole, shove it up your ass. Brands continue advertising on YouTube to reach its huge audience, especially younger generations. YouTube says it has over 1 billion users and that every day those users watch 1 billion hours of video. We have partnered with our advertisers to make significant changes to how we approach monetization on YouTube with stricter policies, better controls, and greater transparency, a YouTube spokeswoman said in a statement. Now, the thing is, they've made it harder for legitimate people, smaller channels, to make any money. Because of people like you over at CNN. Because of people like you over at the Wall Street Journal. It's disgusting. When we find that ads mistakenly ran against content that doesn't comply with our policies, we immediately remove those ads. Ah, bitch. Because I'm assuming from the tone of this, it's a woman who wrote this, who's their spokesperson on this note. Bitch, I hate to break it to you, and even if you're not, you're a soy boy, so either way, you're a bitch. So, bitch, I just like saying bitch like that. Bitch, guess what? You've taken ads off of more than a few videos that don't violate your company's policies. Not you personally, but the company has. This is so sleazy. We know that even when videos meet our advertiser-friendly guidelines, not all videos will be appropriate for all brands. Which, right there, you're trying to cover your ass on that. But we are committed to working with our advertisers and getting this right, she added. You should actually be working with your content creators. Oh, wait. Considering that YouTube has had the bedroom feminist, SJW crap, the cultural Marxism, all of it beaten back, you can't work with the ones you'd want to work with. You'd have to work with the ones you don't, that you want off the platform. Oh my God. However, the YouTube statement does not address why the issue keeps happening. The issue keeps happening because of fucking half-wits like you who keep going and whining and bitching and calling companies that are advertising. Okay, because you know what? It isn't actual people that are offended by these advertising, these advertisers being on videos. Okay? It's scumbags like you who get a bug up their ass and take offense to it. That's why it keeps happening. If you idiots and the legacy media would just accept the fact that you're in a profession that's slowly dying and you have no job security and stop being jealous fucking pricks, we wouldn't have this problem. Because you're the ones who keep causing it. Oh my God. I could tell you that. It's because of people like you. How YouTube places ads. Almost anyone can create a YouTube account and upload videos, but the company decides which content and channels to put ads on. Yeah, which actually isn't right, because as long as you're within their guidelines, all of it should flow. But see, there's bug up your ass butt fucks like you idiots, here at CNN and the Wall Street Journal, that have to go and cause shit. YouTube channels with 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours in the last 12 months can apply to make money from ads. Monetized channels are given a portion of YouTube's ad revenue from the ads running on their videos. Videos can have ads even if the channels that posted them are not monetized, which isn't fucking right, okay? Because if I choose not to monetize my shit, okay, or I'm unable to because of the size of my channel, you assholes should not have the right to make money off of me. Especially if you're going to pull this crap of making it so hard to make money. Because if you're going to throw an ad on my video and you're going to say my channel isn't big enough to have ads, but yet you're putting an ad on it, Okay, that kind of goes contrary to what you're saying, because if I have enough of a draw that, say, on a video, and you start throwing advertising on it, if you do that, you're contradicting what you're saying about my content by saying, well, you don't have enough subscribers, you don't have this, you're not worth monetizing. Bullshit. You prove that wrong right there. Earlier this year, YouTube restricted which channels can generate revenue from advertisements, part of its broader effort to prevent potentially inappropriate videos from monetizing. Oh! You mean like all your videos that cover the same content that, say, would get me demonetized, but you have advertising on it? Fuck you, CNN. Okay? The same with the Young Turks, the same with, you know, The Tonight Show, with all the political bullshit on that. The same with, fucking, well, the Tonight Show's been political, but not nearly as bad as fucking Jimmy, I'll shed a tear, Kimmel to fucking push something. But yeah, all of you fucks get advertising. And you're talking about the same exact stuff. So, how is that remotely fair? That you guys can still have advertising on stuff that we can't because, oh, it doesn't meet the guidelines, you know, it's not advertiser friendly or whatever other excuse. I mean, this is ridiculous. Advertisers entrust YouTube to decide and define what content is sensitive or extremist and not appropriate for their ads. So basically right here, they're trying to say, well, it's expected of CNN to censor people. They're trying to push that it's a good thing that YouTube censors. That's disgusting. Companies can set broad targets for ads based on demographics and user behavior. While they don't necessarily know where the commercials will end up, companies can blacklist certain channels and use a sensitive subject exclusion filter that is designed to stop ads from appearing on specific channels or content. Okay. So if their content, if their advertisements ended up on content that you deem inappropriate, wouldn't that be the fault of them for not making specific exclusions? Because it sounds to me like they figured they would just go out, advertise to the largest group they possibly could, and didn't really care about whether their advertising dollars ended up on the note of whether ads were being shown. And you're the only ones that seem to care, and now they have to act like they care, because that's what it seems like is going on here. Many of the companies CNN contacted said they used the sensitive subject exclusion filter and expected their ads would appear on content that was brand safe, but the ad placements still happen. Well, you still haven't actually given legitimate examples of the claims you made about, you know, conspiracy theories, white supremacist, white nationalist fucking shit. All right? You used a woman who isn't a white supremacist and claimed she was a white supremacist. You put that in print. That's libel. I would love to see her sue your asses off for that one. Wife with a Purpose. I would love to see her sue you. Calling her a white nationalist like that. It's disgusting. Oh, God. This isn't the first time YouTube has faced backlash about the definition difference. In 2015, major companies' ads appeared on ISIS videos. That was kind of proven mostly bullshit, but okay. Last year, some advertisers pulled their ads after YouTube placed ads on videos that included hate speech and extremist content. There is no such thing as hate speech. There's only free speech. Okay, the First Amendment that allows you to print this fucking shit allows for what you consider to be hate speech to be said. It's not hate speech. There's no such thing. And extremist content. What? Stuff that was about, oh, there's only two genders? Oh, that's real fucking extreme. You know, stuff that went against the cultural Marxist leftist ideology. Oh, that's real fucking extreme. I hate to break it to you, but it's the other way around. Okay, that shit that you're trying to act like, oh, well, you know, the stuff that we like, you're the extremists. You're pushing the extreme stuff. with the identity politics and the cultural Marxism and the rules for radical fucking, taking shit from their pages of the, type thing. I mean, this is ridiculous. And I'm sorry that I'm getting a little worked up here, but this is seriously some fucking ridiculous shit. I mean, I'm sounding like I have Tourette's right now because of it. YouTube has once again failed. No. Oh my God, they didn't fail. You caused shit. YouTube continues to place ads on channels run by the online and digital network InfoWars. Yeah, they're alternative media. Okay, whatever. Which is notorious for promoting conspiracy theories, despite the backlash it got from advertisers in the wake of CNN's reporting in March. Oh, wait a minute. CNN's reporting in March. You mean when you tried to literally get his channel removed? Said, oh, he's got a couple strikes. Let's see if we can get him one more. You are disgusting. CNN has since found that YouTube also put ads for Mozilla and 20th Century Fox film on a Nazi YouTube channel. Okay, please give me an example, because you bring up Alex Jones, and before and at the beginning of the paragraph, and at the end you're talking about a Nazi YouTube channel. So it's almost like you're trying to compare InfoWars and Alex Jones to Nazis. Oh, wait, that's exactly what you're trying to do by wording it the way you have in that paragraph. The company's ads ran on Brian Rue's Nazi channel. YouTube subsequently deleted the channel for violating its community guidelines against spreading hate speech. Before its deletion, ads ran frequently on the channel. Rue, who was contacted by CNN for comment, emphasized that he did not want to be referred to as a neo-Nazi because he thinks of himself as a real, genuine, and sincere Nazi. Confirmed to CNN that his channel was monetized before its deletion. Now, you take one fucking dude who thinks he's an actual factual Nazi. You find a complete and total whack job. And you're like, oh, well, it was on Nazi content. Well, you know what? If I don't think it's appropriate for advertisers to be on, say, a channel like Riley Dennis, okay, that's pushing fucking hate. Because, Riley Dennis pushes hate against white men, and Riley is a white man who's got fucking gender dysphoria, or, like, actually he's a trans-trender, because he ain't really a tranny. Unless he hooks up to an engine and sends the power to the rear wheels. I mean, this is ridiculous. YouTube has once again failed to correctly filter out channels of our marketing buys, 20th Century Fox film spokesperson told CNN. Oh my God. This is such fucking shit. It's ridiculous. Ads for Jewish and Zionist groups such as Jerusalem's Friends of Zion Museum and the Jewish National Fund, a non-profit organization that owns land and plants trees in Israel, ran on a Roof video titled David Duke on Harvey Weinstein's exposing Jewish domination, black-white genetic differences. Okay. Now, Harvey Weinstein, a Jew, a very powerful Jew, who had a lot of other powerful Jews, and I'm not pushing the Jew narrative here, because I don't care any which way, all right, about white, black, Jewish. I mean, I understand that there are certain, genetic factors on intelligence and things like that, and I know that that's a factor, and it's related to ethnicity and all that. So this is, I'm not a white nationalist, white supremacist. I'm not anti-Jewish, but the thing is if you go by the actual facts, you had a Jewish-dominated Hollywood who covered for a Jew named Harvey Weinstein, who was raping and sleeping with any, using his power to get into women's, sleaze his way into women's panties. Okay, you're not telling me that there wasn't like, let's help my fellow Jew out there a little bit? Okay, and there are differences between blacks and whites genetically. Like the whole melanin thing, for example. Whites don't have much of it showing through their, they don't have dark skin. Otherwise, they wouldn't be white. I mean, that's one genetic difference. I love how you bring this up. I mean, you don't talk about what was physically in the video itself. The Friends of Zion Museum told CNN that it will not be advertising on YouTube until we can be certain that incidents such as these will not repeat, and until we can be guaranteed that earnings from our campaign will not be forwarded to any channel glorifying Nazism or Nazi crimes. You could have restricted where the hell your advertising ended up. But you wanted to reach the largest audience possible. So now it's up to YouTube to take care of your incompetence. Okay. In one video on Rue's channel, former KKK Grand Wizard David Duke discussed what he said are racial and genetic differences between whites and blacks. There are actual genetic differences, but okay. YouTube placed a co-branded ad from Nissan and Disney that promoted the Nissan Leaf and the release of the film A Wrinkle in Time. You had to go looking for this shit, didn't you? Because I bet you this guy's got shit for fucking followers. The co-branded ad featured Disney executive VP of production Tendo Nagenda discussing diversity in the film industry. Oh yeah, diversity in the film industry. Overrepresentation of certain groups is fucking diversity, according to you idiots. So shut the fuck up. Even though the video bore an offensive content warning, which disabled certain features on it, like sharing ads, were still placed on the video. We are shocked Nissan advertising has been served next to inappropriate and disturbing content by one of our partners. We employ safeguards to keep digital advertising from appearing next to offensive content and have agreements in place with our partners to strictly adhere to our brand safety guidelines, a Nissan spokesperson commenting on behalf of both Nissan and Disney told CNN. Effective immediately, we are freezing all our advertising on YouTube until we resolve this issue. So basically, you're getting what you want. You're doing another YouTube apocalypse, going after independent creators because you're fucking scumbags. Good job. Because you know what? There's a lot of small people that are going to be affected by this, and you know it. The Genius of Play, a campaign by the Toy Association promoting play and child development, has also pulled its ads from YouTube after CNN found that its ads for the campaign were placed on Amos Yee's channel, which he has used to promote pedophilia. Yee gained notoriety in 2015 for his YouTube video that praised the death of Singapore's first Prime Minister. After he was granted political asylum in the U.S. in 2017, he began using his YouTube channel to promote decriminalization of pedophilia. You're worried about a pedophile, but you're not fucking going after the pedophile content on YouTube. You know, you should be calling out YouTube having fucking pedophile content all over it. But no, you don't. Because, oh no, that would go after your buddy, you know, your buddies, your pals, your leftist friends over at Alphabet and Google and YouTube. I mean, don't get me wrong, this pedophile, you know, lined up against a wall type shit. But you ain't going after the fact that they're housing the content. You're going after the fact that there was one who had advertising. So you don't have a problem with pro-pedophilia content. You don't have a problem with the actual pedophilia content on YouTube. But you have a problem with a pedophile making money. That's fucking twisted. That is so fucking twisted. After CNN reached out to YouTube about the story, the platform removed ads for most of Yee's video. After that, Yee told CNN that YouTube had decided to entirely remove its channel ability to monetize. Other ads appeared on several channels posting North Korean propaganda like Red Star TV. Oh, God. Red Star TV says it's an information project of the DPRK Solidarity Group in which truthful information about North Korea is translated and disseminated. A representative for the group told CNN that it officially recognized by North Korea and receives information support from the regime. So, by your logic, CNN, where you were sucking the dick, you know, you were sucking Hillary's fucking throbbing cock, all right, and doing exactly what you're saying here for her and the Democrats and pushing lies and fucking bullshit, fucking complete fallacy-based propaganda, okay, you shouldn't get advertising on YouTube. Oh, wait, you're a double standard-loving motherfucking bunch, aren't you? Jesus Christ almighty. Advertisement potentially funded by U.S. tax dollars also appeared on the channels promoting North Korean propaganda. They also ran on channels connected to InfoWars, Yee's channel, and far-right channels. I love how you sandwich InfoWars between North Korean propaganda and pedophilia, trying to demonize InfoWars. You are fucking sleazy people at CNN. Oh my God. The Centers for Disease Control, Department of Transportation, Customs and Border Protection, Veterans Affairs, and the U.S. Coast Guard Academy had ads on the channels. The Coast Guard Academy, the Centers for Disease Control, DOT, and VA all told CNN they were working to investigate why ads were placed on the channels. I can tell you why. Because they didn't specifically opt out of the, that type of shit. Most likely, if they really restricted what their content was on, they wouldn't have had the problem. Tim Pool did a video, what was it, last week or the week before? Something like that, within the last 2 weeks, about YouTube's advertising. And showing how you can be really, specific and put advertising without a problem on that type of content by just being specific. So if you're specific about not being on that content, you won't end up on it. Works both ways. Meanwhile, ads from the Washington Post and New York Times appeared on far-right and conspiracy channels like Black Pigeon Speaks and some run by InfoWars. These companies are investigating how their ads appeared on their channel. On their channels. Oh my God. Black Pigeon Speaks is not far fucking right. He's old school fucking conservative. He calls out the shit of all the people that you love, like Merkel and the and in the EU, other nations in the EU, in the US and Canada. Okay? Wow. Jesus Christ. You feel threatened, don't you, by some dude who hides behind a pigeon avatar. Shit, you're afraid of pigeons. It appears that YouTube did not follow its own protocols and categorize these videos properly, the New York Times told CNN. The paper said its ads should only appear on a list of pre-approved sites. Oh, passing the blame. I bet you guys just didn't set your shit up right. If the channels are monetized, which InfoWars has previously claimed they are, the major newspapers could have unknowingly supported disinformation and conspiracy. Wait a minute. No. You guys push the misinformation and conspiracy. I mean, Alex Jones, as of late, he's been way more, especially leading up into the presidential election, he's been way more fucking accurate than any one of you motherfuckers. I'm not necessarily a fan of his either. Ads also appeared on the Jimmy Dore Show channel, a far-left YouTube channel that peddles conspiracy theories such as the idea that Syrian chemical weapons attacks are hoaxes. You mean that narrative that you've been pushing that's fallen apart, that the chemical attacks didn't happen because there have been people there that said, no, it didn't happen, okay, and you sent a reporter there, okay, without any protective gear, who's huffing what was supposedly doused in sarin? Yeah, okay. And here's what the company said. Amazon said its filters in place for advertising has filters in place for advertising. Facebook said it was working with YouTube to address the situation. Adidas, we were unaware of the situation on YouTube. Oh, excuse me. We were unaware of the situation on YouTube. We are working closely with Google on necessary steps to avoid any reoccurrences. Cisco reviews our advertising placements periodically, including when potential issues are brought to our attention. Our brand safety guidelines mandate that Cisco-branded advertisements do not appear on sites with content that does not align with our corporate values. Okay, but what are your corporate values? Because basically CNN called and told you certain shit without any facts behind it, and you bowed out. So obviously you don't have any corporate values. Hilton. And I love this one. When you have two heiresses to the Hilton, hotel fucking empire and the fortune. And one of them has been in a fucking porn movie that, got views upon views. They're the last people to fucking talk about this shit. But let's see what they have to say. We pay careful attention to where and how our brands are represented. Well, if you had done that, then what's-her-face wouldn't have been sucking dick, okay, with the night vision on the fucking camcorder. Now, would she? So, you know, how our brands are represented. To ensure alignment with our strong company values, we have guidelines using filters and other controls to ensure our advertising appears on sites that align with our brand's values. I can confirm that we have moved quickly and our advertisement is in the process of being removed from the channel. We are also working with relevant parties to investigate this matter, ensure all appropriate follow-up actions taken. So basically what you did is you put a bug up these companies' asses, CNN, because you didn't like the fact that people are taken away from your shit. And that people are getting more views on YouTube, okay, than you can get in on the TV. It's pretty fucking sad, too, when someone can do that. At Hershey, we deeply care about how and where our brand shows up in advertising. We work very hard to target the right consumer and ensure our ads appear within the appropriate content. We were not aware that our ads were appearing within this specific programming on YouTube. You were just told that it was on specific programming. They didn't give you examples. They just went, oh, this is alt-right. This is white nationalist. Wife with a purpose. White nationalist. And you bought into this shit. You are stupid fucks. All of our programmatic ads use filters to ensure that they are appearing in the right places at the right time. Given our current control system, our ads should not have run in this program or any other program of political or news views, even if it is rooted in comedy. Our internal media team and our media partners are looking into why our ad appeared. Oh, wow. Fucking proofread. Partners are looking at why our ads appeared within this YouTube channel. Or why our ad appeared within this YouTube channel. It is not our intent that we are taking immediate... It was not our intent and we are taking immediate steps to remedy the situation. The Jewish National Fund. It is very upsetting to learn. More should be done to protect those folks who are putting up ads or campaigns so they aren't putting in places where they don't belong. We take this very seriously. We are going to look at this. We are going to first investigate it on our end. Well, you would have solved the problem if you had actually probably paid more attention to the options. LinkedIn. Our ads ran on unapproved YouTube placements. The ad in question has been taken down and we are working with YouTube to understand why this happened to prevent a repeat occurrence. A lot of this, I'm guessing, is fuck-ups on their end. Mozilla. The newly revealed incident where our advertisers ran alongside clearly objectionable content that does not reflect our brand or our values is deeply concerning to us. Oh yeah, because your values are fucking leftist. Didn't you force your fucking CEO to step down because, oh, his views weren't progressive fucking leftist SJW bullshit? Oh, that's right, you did, motherfuckers. You did. You sleazy fucking scumbags. We take this new report very seriously and are investigating how and why this happened and why we need to fix it. Netflix. We employ numerous filters to avoid having our content appear on sites or videos that clearly don't represent us or our values. Oh, all the leftist values you're now starting to push? Like Bill Nye, the two-gender denying guy now, who actually did, you know, and then you edited his old video where he actually, you know, admits that there are two, you know, the video itself basically him saying, well, not him directly, but through it, him saying there are two genders. Yeah, those values. Well, that works well. Well, that works well most of the time. There are small numbers of incidents where it doesn't, and we're working closely with Google to close that gap further. Nordstrom. We have parameters that guide where our ads appear online and aim to prevent them from showing up near certain types of content. We're looking into this situation. So now all of these companies with their statements here had to do this because CNN decided to pull a Washington Post, got a bug up their ass, watched a lot of YouTube, and then created the fucking story out of nothing. I mean, this is disgusting. But anyway, I've covered this well enough. I'm just going to leave things here. If you liked this video, depending on where you are watching it, please give it an upvote or thumbs up. If you want to know when new content of mine hits the internet, don't forget to subscribe to one or more of my social media or video accounts listed here. Also, with YouTube, don't forget to ring that bell. You can find all of my video content on both BitChute and YouTube. This may not be the case with other places I upload to, but I will try to minimize this happening. You are always welcome to interact with me at any of these sites on the list, so feel free to do so. If you have anything you want me to cover in a video, when it comes to news or current events, send it right along to me. I will try to do my best to cover it. As always, thank you for watching.